Hello everybody! If you don't remember me, I do have a smile underneath this. And I'm here! So, Leanne's come to give you your 12 days of Christmas, at least one of them. And we're going to start laying on the mat. So I'm going to have you come down onto your side. Your legs will be stacked. Now you can either choose to come down with your elbow directly underneath your shoulder with your ribs lifted, or if this is a little bit too hard right now, since you haven't been into class in ages, you're welcome to use your bottom arm as a pillow. So I'm going to start down here. My legs are stacked, my pelvis is stacked, my hands resting in front of my chest. I'm going to start with my clam. So I'm just going to start to lift up through this top leg into external rotation and down. So as I do this, I'm being mindful that my hips not rolling back in space, my pelvis is staying stacked. I exhale as the leg lifts. Inhale on the way down. Exhale. So that low belly is active the whole time. Good. Last one here. And then I'm just going to hover that top leg and go into that external rotation from here. Now I'm coming into knee, internally rotating my top leg. Turn out, external. Inhale, down, and exhale. So I'm just letting this movement come from this hip joint. I'm pivoting my thigh in the pelvis. Good, two more. Last one. And then I'm going to keep my leg lifted, but I'm going to bring the heel down. So now I'm turned out through that top leg still. My feet are both going to lift up. I'm in a little Pilates knee through my feet. And I'm going to start to extend through both legs and squeeze. And return. Exhale, inner thighs squeeze together. Inhale. So that low belly is staying very active as you press. Return for 3, 2, and 1, and good. And then we're going to close that clam. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So go ahead and flip over so you're resting on the other hip. This time I'm going to show you how it's done up on your elbow. The ribs are lifted here. Your hand can stay down here for balance, or if you want to make it harder, it's up here. So we're going to start with our clam again. So we lift and lower. And as we're doing this turn out through this top leg, I'm still trying to keep my ribs lifted, my elbow pushing down into the mat, and a slight pull in through my elbow towards my hip. 2 more times. Exhale. In. Last one here. And then my whole leg's going to float. I'm going to turn out first, and then knee to knee. And heel turns down. Knee turns down. Heel and knee. Try not to get lazy out of this shoulder. It's really easy to let it go. Good. For 3, 2, and 1. Keep that turn out. Lower the heel. This is the hard one. I'm going to take my hand down here for some stability. Lift the legs and then extend. And bend. Now really be mindful that this top side of your pelvis is not rolling back in space. It wants to. It really wants to. I'm trying to keep it pulled forward. Good. For 2. And 1. And good. Close your clam. We're going to come down onto your back. Those glutes and external rotators just got a lot of work. So when we come down, we're just going to go into our figure 4. So one ankle comes over the opposite knee. I'm going to go ahead and float that leg into tabletop there. And I'm feeling a really strong stretch into my left hip right now. So we're trying to keep both sides of your waist nice and lengthened the same amount, as opposed to letting one upshift or your pelvis twist. And we're just breathing. Now I'm activating through my hip flexor and quadricep to keep my leg up, but if you need a little bit of extra support, you can bring your hands behind your thigh to relax into it. Just make sure this doesn't strain the neck. And then after a couple breaths there, 20 to 30 seconds, I'm going to go ahead and switch my legs. Foot comes down, alternate, and then lift. One side's always tighter than the other. This is definitely my tight side. I don't feel like I have near the amount of range. I'm going to give myself a bit of support there. And breathe. So hopefully this got you moving today and reminded you how much you love Pilates and the little burn that it gives you. And we hope to see you back in the new year.